right, here it is.
You are kidding me. Oh my gosh.
Hey friends, and welcome back to Will the Color Stick. In this episode, we'll be making over a nursery for a couple who's expecting really soon. So we don't have a lot of time. Let's go meet them. All right, you guys, we are headed over to Jamil and Anita's, and I have a special guest.
Hi, y'all.
My chauffeur.
I was told to calm down my y'alls.
Chauffeur, aka husband. But yes, I'm so excited. We're gonna be doing the nursery for Jamil and Anita, which are actually good friends of ours.
Help me with this. If they're having a boy,
yeah,
and you get pink, how are you going to like tie that in?
I'm just hoping, it's just gonna work out like Nadine's.
And Nadine's, by the way, like Nadine's was beautiful. I love the blue and the cream. Should have been a little red, but not
you went red.
red.
This man in red. I painted him a whole red room.
Burgundy,
He still talking about red.
It's not a red room.
All right, we made it.
We are here at the Wansley household.
The Wansley.
Who that is?
Hey! Hi, guys.
Welcome. Come on in.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Anita Wansley, and this is my husband, Jamil Wansley, and our daughter, Shay. I think Shay's just really great, but which may just be my bias.
I did not think I would have this much energy with so little sleep.
Okay, so tell us what you're having.
We're having a boy. And his name is Ezra.
So I've noticed that a lot of your walls are white. So how do y'all feel about color?
I mean, we like color, but when we were getting the house built, we felt like the color didn't need to be on the walls. We could do more like accent with the kitchen.
And then life took over and we did none of those things.
Yeah.
And is there anything specific you would like to see in the nursery?
One of the things that we didn't really have with Shay, it was like a dresser. We had a makeshift one that it worked, it got the job done. You didn't really want to look at it too long, but it got the job done. Shay, are you excited?
Yes.
No, that's fine.
Where's baby brother?
She's not wearing a shirt. You can't lift her shirt up. Oh, that's not him. That's not him.
All right, so this is a nice little space.
Yes.
So y'all are saying dresser. Definitely want a dresser.
Yes.
How do you feel about maybe a chair, glider? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah. Originally we were thinking that we would just take the one that we use for Shay.
Okay.
That's in the living room now and bring it in here at some point. But color-wise, I guess we'll see. It's like a light gray.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of color, are y'all ready to find out what the color's gonna be?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's spin the wheel.
All right.
Spin that wheel. All right, you guys, spin that wheel.
All right. Ready, set, go. Girl, it was about to land on my plate. It was about to be right here. She stopped it.
All right. Flag on the play. We've had some interference from Shay. So we've got to do a little playback to see which color is allowed. So I think it's clear that it was going to land on blue, but Shay turned it to yellow. And since she can't speak for herself, I think it's only fair to allow both blue and yellow. Now, if I remember correctly in the interview, Anita did say something about green. So is there any color that you're hoping to get?
Maybe green.
And since green falls between yellow and blue, as the ref, I'm making a call that all three colors are allowed. So let's see what Ashley's gonna do with it. For the design, we have a lot of colors to work with. So we're going to start with blue on the bottom. And then I thought it would be fun to add stripes on the top. And Anita said she liked green, and we can't forget Shay, so I'm gonna add in some gold curtains for the yellow. Then we're gonna go in and add a rug, add a crib, of course, dresser, artwork, and I know they're just gonna love this. All right, you guys, I'm in the car and it is all packed. As you can see, I am headed over to Jamil and Anita's to get the nursery started. Now, it has been about 2 weeks since you last saw us checking out the nursery. Unfortunately, I have been really sick with the shingles outbreak, and that unfortunately is a common symptom of the infusion that I am on. If you don't know, I do have lupus, and that is a big part of my life and my journey, so it feels kind of weird not to share it. But also, I just want to encourage anybody who is going through a struggle in their life or has something going on in their life that makes it really hard. I want to be able to inspire them that you can still chase your dreams, you can still live the life that you want to have. And I attribute my ability to be able to live a fulfilling life to my faith in God. I feel like He gives me the strength on the day-to-day to be able to do the things that I want to do. So I just want to encourage you, if you are dealing with something like this, an autoimmune disease or whatever it may be, you can still live the life that you want to have, and it can still be fulfilling. So with that being said, let's get this nursery started and let's head over to Jamil and Anita's. All right, see ya. Alright guys, we are in Home Depot to get the wood for the nursery because I am doing a wainscoting wall. So I got my cart and we're picking up all the supplies. I will meet you at the nursery. Let's dive right on into this project. Now, I decided to do a wainscoting wall on the bottom half of this wall because I knew it would elevate this room. And I absolutely love when I get to do woodworking because woodworking is my specialty. I am a carpenter by trade, and that is actually how I got my start with this business. So if you didn't know, 9 years ago, I knew nothing about woodworking, and I really wanted a dining table for my house. I just bought a home and I had this small table that I bought from this place, and I wanted a custom dining table. So I found this girl who was making dining tables, and her tables were so gorgeous. I wanted this farmhouse table. So then I started looking at her page and thinking, if she can build it, why can't I build it? Which is crazy because I've never used a saw a day in my life. But I didn't let that stop me. So I headed to my local Home Depot. I bought the biggest saw I could find, and I ended up building me a custom dining table. And from there, the rest was history because what started as a table is now a full-fledged business. So if you're thinking you want to do woodworking or home improvement or whatever it may be, but you feel like you don't know much about it, that is okay because we all have to start somewhere. All right, now back to the project. So here I'm just installing all of the wood paneling, and I am adhering it to the wall with liquid nails and attaching it with my brad nailer and 2-inch brad nails. Now when I do my wainscoting, I always like to start with the outer wood paneling first, and then I go back and do the inner paneling. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is already elevating this nursery space. Naturally, when you're installing two baseboards, you just want to butt the two boards together. But this creates a very visible seam. So my pro tip is to cut a 45-degree angle on both sides of the boards so that when you join them together, it almost eliminates the seam, and you can use some wood filler to completely take it away. Get out of here, fly! Get! All right. Hello, friends. We're back. Dumb fly. Hey, babe.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
We are in the car, and we're actually headed to church. Hallelujah. But before we head to church, we're gonna stop to the paint store to pick up the paint for the nursery. Now, I have so many blues that I've been trying to decide on. As you can see, Benjamin Moore has so many colors to choose from. So hopefully, we got the right blue. Right, babe?
That's a lot of blue.
Got the goods, you guys. Now it is finally time to see if this blue that I picked looks good on the walls. Now, the wainscoting isn't finished quite yet, but I always like to paint the inside of the wainscoting before I install the inner panels because it just makes it easier to paint the wall. But also, I'm excited to see how this blue looks on the walls. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Ooh, okay. It's a little bright, but I think I'm feeling it. This is actually Hawaiian Breeze by Benjamin Moore. All right, so initial thoughts on the paint color. Now, this blue is really bright. Like, when I first saw it go on the wall, I was like, woo, it's almost giving neon a little bit. And for a second, I was like, is this the right blue? But I think it is the right blue. But I think it's one of those colors where on its own, it feels like a lot. It feels bright. It's like, okay, but once everything comes together, I think it'll look really good. And that was one of the premises of the show, to be able to show people how to use color and not to be afraid to use color. Because with a lot of designs that I do, I feel like on its own, some colors feel overwhelming, but if you design it correctly and put things together correctly, it can all come together beautifully. And I think that's gonna happen with this blue. So if you're looking at it and you're thinking, that's bright, that's a lot, just wait till the end. I think it's gonna be great. And this is a trust your gut kind of moment. Okay, so we talked about one element that I really love, which is woodworking. And of course, I had to add in the second element that is one of my favorites, and that is wallpaper. Now, if you follow me, you know I'm a wallpaper girly because I will put it everywhere. I mean, literally, there's wallpaper behind me. And the cool thing is I actually designed this design myself. If you don't know, I put out a wallpaper collection. And if you're interested in looking at all the designs, I'll put the link in the description below. I personally love wallpaper because it is the easiest way to bring a bold pattern into a space. And I wallpaper so many walls at this point, I can do it in my sleep. So of course, we had to add it to the nursery. It was only right. I decided to go with this striped wallpaper from Rocky Mountain Decals, and shout out to them for sending this wallpaper over for the nursery. The one thing that I love about this wallpaper is that you can actually customize it with the colors that you want. So I went with the colors Honeydew and Alabaster. The Honeydew is kind of like an olive green because Anita mentioned she wanted that green in there, and Alabaster is more of a white shade. I also love that the stripes on this wallpaper have a little bit of character because they're not exactly straight, they have a little bit of a wave, and I felt it was kind of playful, and since it's a nursery, it's perfect. Now, y'all know I love to share a good little tip, and I can't keep it all to myself, so I might as well just share it with you guys. So we're gonna get into a little bit of wallpaper tips when installing wallpaper. My first wallpaper tip would be to invest in a good laser level, because let me tell you, that first sheet of wallpaper is the most important step, and if you don't get that straight, your whole project will be off. I always like to use a laser level for the first piece of the wallpaper project to make sure that it is 100% straight. And trust me, if you have a big pattern and that first piece is off, by the time you get to the end, I promise you, it's gonna be noticeable, especially if your walls are not 100% straight. And just a little secret, I've done over 30 wallpaper projects. The walls are never straight. My second wallpaper hanging tip is to always use an X-Acto knife. Trust me, I've tried to use regular knives, utility knives, special knives, knockoff X-Acto knives. Just get the X-Acto. It's not that expensive. The X-Acto knife is always sharp enough to cut any type of paper that I have used. And I also like to keep some extra blades on hand because the blade will get dull after a couple cuts. I'd say maybe about 9 to 10 cuts, I'll change out my blade. So that way the blade is always nice and crisp and gives me a clean cut. My third tip is to always go traditional. I don't even mess with peel and stick because peel and stick is always a nightmare. And that's coming from somebody who hangs wallpaper all the time. Traditional wallpaper is always just so much easier because you are able to move it on the wall with the adhesive. Now, if you're a renter, I understand that sometimes you can't use traditional, you have to go with peel and stick. In that case, understandable. But if you have to make a choice, I would say go with traditional wallpaper. Now, if you're interested in more details on hanging wallpaper, check out my special video for that. But for now, on to the next thing. All right, you guys, so I was able to finish up all the wallpaper, which was a huge win. The only thing left is the wainscoting. So I'm gonna try to finish up some of that today. But honestly, I'm just really tired and really exhausted. Unfortunately, the fatigue is setting in. That is a huge thing with lupus, just feeling fatigue and just a lot of joint pain. I haven't had my infusion in about 7 weeks, which is totally off schedule. Normally I have it every 4 weeks. So anytime I don't take my infusion, I just feel really tired and the joint pain is on 10. So today I'm gonna take it easy, listen to my body. And I'm just gonna do a few little things in here. I think I'm just gonna add the paneling. I did decide to not add the paneling to the middle because I kind of like how it looks open. It looks kind of clean. So I'm just gonna add that little paneling. And yeah, I have my infusion today at 1:30, thank God. So hopefully after that, I'll be as good as new and we can get right back into the project. All right, you guys, made it to the doctor. Let's go do this. All right, you guys, I am all hooked up. I am getting my infusion. So I'm going to do that and rest up a little bit and we'll be back to finish out the nursery. Most people hang their curtain rods right above the window frame, but that's a big missed opportunity. Here's the fix. Mount your curtain rod 6 to 12 inches above the frame. Why? It tricks the eye into thinking your ceilings are higher. Pair it with floor-length curtains to stretch the room vertically, and boom, bigger, brighter, better. Style smarter, not harder. Now back to the show.
Single 20. All right, I got you. Hey.
We're here with Serena.
I'm Anita and Jamil's cousin, aka Ezra's auntie, grandma, cousin. I'm like
grandma.
Yeah. Yes. Their kids are gonna know me as everything, except for mom and dad, of course. But yeah, I'm just here to help set up the crib.
With the instructions, Serena. She done threw them in the box. Does it feel comfortable?
I'm just playing.
When I'm designing a nursery, I'm not just thinking about right now. I'm thinking about how the space will grow with the child. Babies don't stay babies forever, and their interests grow so fast. So I asked myself, how can I implement color while still allowing the room to feel soft and neutral? Even though the baby blue on the wainscoting is a little bright, blue is such a classic color for a boy's room. It feels bright, fresh, and playful, but it's also timeless. Whether he's a baby, a toddler, or even older, blue is one of those colors that continues to feel right at every stage. And I still wanted some visual interest, so I decided to incorporate stripes. But if you notice, I decided for a more muted olive tone. It adds pattern and texture without feeling loud and overwhelming. The color is soft enough to read as neutral, but still brings that personality to the walls. Instead of locking myself into a bold color on top, I will be using artwork and decor instead as my main source of color and personality. This way, Jamil and Anita can easily swap out pieces as the child grows, from sweet, playful prints now to something more mature later on. It's such a simple way to keep the space fresh and reflective of who they are in each stage of life. Plus, art and decor adds so much character. It's the easiest way to inject color and creativity without feeling committed. Babe! Jamil texts! They're at the hospital! Nina's about to have the baby! Guys, baby Ezra has been born. We're at the hospital. We're gonna go check him out. We're so excited. All right, you guys, baby Ezra is officially here, which means we need to kick it into high gear. Now, I have one last task to finish out the nursery. So I went back and forth on what to put above baby Ezra's crib, and I finally decided on a name sign. Now, it has been a little while since I've done a name sign. I used to do them all the time when I started woodworking, but it's time for me to brush off those skills and get this thing done. Now, I wanted to do something that would tie in well with the gold curtains, and I knew this sign would be perfect because it would bring in that rugged look. So I decided to stain it in a nice brown tone, and I'm also utilizing navy blue and white on the letters to tie in everything together. And I know they're just gonna love this. Well, I've made you wait long enough. It's time to finally show Anita and Jamil their new nursery. Let's do it. All right, you guys, are you ready to see if the color will stick?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's do it. All right, here it is.
You were kidding me. Oh my gosh. It's like, are we still in the same house? Like, the tone just changed dramatically. I know. Look at everything.
It's so pretty.
And you already got pictures of Ezra. You got more pictures up than we do. Oh man.
Oh.
Yes, we got a name sign up here.
Oh man.
All right, so I was able to implement 3 colors.
Yeah.
And each color represents each one of you. So Jamil, you're the blue.
Oh, nice.
And Anita, you mentioned you wanted green.
Yeah.
And Shay turned the wheel to yellow, so I incorporated some gold curtains for her. And there was a name sign. I actually made the name sign myself.
Really?
Yes, I did. So it's made with, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna say you had a special order or something.
No, I made it with love.
It's insane.
Yes, and I did that just to tie in the curtains and to bring a little rustic, rugged look, you know, with him being a boy.
Yeah.
And then we have your glider. I want you to try this out. Tell me what you think. It's got it's a little pillow there, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little rocking glider. It is powered, so you can lift up your feet on the side. You press the button. Yep. There you go. And it leans back.
What, if it leans back for you?
Yeah.
Oh, the other one. I'm a.
And if you notice, the side of the crib has a book area
That's
with all the books. So you want to read to baby Ezra.
Mommy loves me ABC.
Oh, is there a Daddy Loves Me 1, 2, 3?
There is a daddy book.
Oh, okay.
So you mentioned that you really wanted a dresser.
Yeah.
So I got you a 9-drawer dresser.
Goodness.
Amen.
You can organize all your stuff in each dresser. What do you think, Shay? You like it? Now, I have these pictures, but
Yeah.
I don't know where they came from. A bandit came and put them in here before I got here, so I don't know who to thank for these, but they were in here. So
Man.
now, this crib, I thought it was a beautiful crib. I love the kind of wood with the white. And the good thing is also it has storage underneath.
Ooh.
So if you want to put any extra things, put it in there. And then also it has the book storage on the side. And the good thing is you can adjust the bed. As he gets older, it goes down. And then this comes off the bookshelf if you ever get rid of the crib. So you can just use these bookshelves alone. So it grows with him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Okay, guys, it looks like the color did stick.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it definitely stuck.
Perfect. Well, I'm so glad I was able to bring this nursery to life for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, thank you.
And that's a wrap on this nursery makeover. Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch me on the next episode of Will the Color Stick.
Oh my God. Look at this. Ooh, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Ezra James.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Like the little lions.
Girl, if these colors are not,
Oh,
isn't that something?
it is.
Little peanut.
Oh, my nephew he's just gonna be so cute in here.
Ezra.
What do you guys think?
I'll be in here
Love
with you.
it.
This is awesome.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
course.
Lord have mercy.
Of course.
This is great grandma. Great grandma. Oh, this is
I'm glad you
awesome.
guys like it. Hi, baby Ezra. We're in your nursery. We can't wait for you to see it. Whee! Open the door. I'm here at the door. Door. Come and design your room no more. Hey, I'm at the door. All right, guys. It looks like the colors did. You're copying me.
Anita has hated green for the longest time. It took our marriage and for me to tell her, green looks good on your skin, for her to come around. So for her to say that, this is a big move.
Yeah.
And it's recorded. You
You're
can't
right.
take it back.
All right, babe. Tell the people how we met.
Well, we started going to the same life group for church. And we had known each other for a while, so it was kind of it grew from there. She was cool.
And then once we got to know each other, I was like, oh, this might be my husband.
He's a great guy.
And 10 months later,
Yeah, 10 months later,
wow, now we're married.
7 kids on
The devil is a lie. I rebuke thee, Satan.
Hey, how y'all doing? All right, y'all. My name's Serena, bro. Like,
So just a little spotlight for the shoes, because they fire today. And they kind of match my shirt.